Getaway, Show and Tell, or Tell and Show. Page 13. Instead of zipping it into one of the long pockets on either side of her forest green pack, specially designed for the petite wearer, she tucked it under her arm and watched as Beck put the stove and pot in the main compartment of her own rust-colored Kelty pack. Let's talk about backpacks. Imogen's forest green backpack, described for the petite wearer, is obviously my backpack. Imogen, as I am, is short. I'm 5'1", so it is helpful to have a backpack that is designed for somebody who's a little bit short. One of the things that's really important about wearing backpacks, you can kind of see this. I have all of the weight right now is off of my shoulders. It's on my hip with this hip belt. And if I unfasten this, you can see how all of the weight immediately switches onto my shoulders. When you're just carrying stuff around, some groceries or your books or whatever, it's not a big deal to have a hip belt. But when you are carrying 30 or 35 pounds and you're hiking up and down mountains, basically, it really helps to have this weight off of your shoulders. And there's this thing hanging off the side. This is a permit. Permits aren't really talked about in Getaway until rather late, but let's take a minute to talk about permits. So before you go backpacking in the Grand Canyon, you register your trip with the backcountry office, and you have to get permission for the places and the dates that you want to be, and sometimes it can be hard to have availability, so you need to make reservations quite a bit in advance. This permit is actually from my very first trip to the Grand Canyon, which would have been, I think, in 1982. Our first night was at Sumner Wash, and then we did 3 nights at Clear Creek. We would have one for the group, and it would be fastened on the outside of one of our packs. In case a ranger came by, they could look and make sure that we were in the right place.